So let's talk a little bit about what marketers do. I know that many of you have already selected your majors, or you have tentatively at least selected a major. I would like to encourage you to at least consider either majoring or minoring in marketing, and I'm going to give you a couple of reasons why I think that might make good sense. Technology has really changed the ways that companies go about ways a company goes about its marketing. Marketing is changing rapidly every year as a result of new technologies in terms of database, new technologies in terms of customer tracking, and of course, the internet. Marketing is going to continue to change in the future. Can that be said for other areas of business? How much do you think human resource management, finance, accounting, operations, and MIS have changed because of the new technologies? So what? Well, marketing is changing from an older version of marketing to an individual level marketing, and as a result, many of the people who got degrees in marketing as recently as 5 to 10 years ago learned the old marketing, while you here at UNLV will be learning the new marketing. This gives you a great benefit and competitive advantage in the marketing career area. This creates more opportunities for careers in marketing today than any other time in history. Changing in marketing make it more likely that you can make a fortune in business today than ever before. We all talk, we always think about, oh, if I was only around in the 60s, or if I was only around in the 70s, or if I was only around in the 80s, I would be rich today. This is the golden era of modern business. This is the time when anyone can become a business success. For example, if you could answer the question, where will the internet be 5 years from now, or how will consumers use social media 5 years from now, you could get rich. And in reality, the other reason that I encourage you to think about marketing as a career is that marketing is, in fact, the essence of business. Decisions. So think about human resources management. Some of you are thinking about getting a degree in human resources management. This is really all about managing human capital. This is about hiring and firing, benefits, recruiting, contract negotiation, and grievances. Now, this area of management has changed dramatically in the last few years. And of course, a lot of what's happened is that organizations are now outsourcing human resources management to firms outside of their organization. And as a result, the future for this particular career path is a little bit cloudy at the moment. Operations manager, delivering good services and ideas and experiences. This is an important area in business. Unfortunately, we don't have a major in this area, but this is all about how we build products, quality control, the scheduling and inventory management. You get a lot of this information in your SCM 352 class. Finance is all about following the money. People in finance make decisions in terms of how to finance expansion, how to finance expansions or operations. They spend time thinking about capital budgeting and cash flow analysis. The accountants, well, they're all about keeping score. They're interested in the debits and credits, the audits, the costing, and the taxes, but their job is to make sure that all of the assets, revenues, and costs of the organization are accounted for. MIS is providing the data others need to make decisions. This is about systems, software, networks, security, information storage, and how information would best be presented to people in the organization that need to make decisions. And economics, well, economics is monitoring and forecasting the business environment. We're going to be talking a little bit about the business environment in a very near future lecture, and those topics are, of course, covered in Chapter 3 in your textbook. Economists are all about forecasting. Well, what about marketing? Well, marketing is all about the revenue generators. Marketers have to make decisions of what business are we in? What products will we produce? Whether those be goods, services, ideas, or experiences. How are we going to compete in the marketplace? What is going to be our competitive advantage? How are we going to promote our products? How are we going to position them in the competitive landscape? What prices will we charge for those products? And then, of course, how are we going to distribute those products? Think about someone like Netflix, who we talked about before, virtually put Blockbuster Video and Hollywood Video out of business because of the way that they distribute online digital media. So one of the things about career paths is this idea of jobs. And of course, in marketing, there are lots of different kinds of jobs. And I want to talk just about a couple of the job areas that marketing offers. First, of course, there are jobs in advertising. Advertising used to be all about traditional media, that is television advertising, outdoor advertising, magazine advertising, radio advertising, and of course now it's shifted to be more online-oriented advertising. Some of the jobs in here are account management, creative, copywriting, public relations, analysts, and media planners and buyers. There's also a related area called brand management and product management, and these are the folks that actually manage individual brands. So when you see General Motors' new marketing campaign for their Buick automobiles, those are decisions made at the brand and product management level. And of course, we live in a database town, and as a result, there are lots of database-oriented jobs and lots of opportunities to get into the marketing part of an organization through database marketing. Some of the examples of database-oriented areas are banking, healthcare, and hospitality. Three of the biggest employers here in Southern Nevada. Of course, then there are other areas in general marketing communications, like public relations and corporate communications. There are things called customer service managers, and there's a new area in marketing that's emerging. These are the chief experience officers. These are the folks that are concentrating on delivering the right positive customer experience. And finally, of course, there are lots of e-commerce jobs, or now m-commerce jobs, that is mobile commerce jobs for mobile phones. This includes internet and interactive marketing, social media marketing, and of course event marketing. And then finally, there are jobs in the marketing research area, project managers, analysts, client services, and marketing research management in general. Finally, there are jobs in sales, sales manager, sales rep, sales promotions. One of the interesting things about sales jobs is that they end up paying the most money because organizations need sales, and therefore they are more and more willing to pay those folks that are responsible for sales more and more money. And then finally, there's this idea of retailing. And when we think of retailing, you might think of Walgreens or Walmart or Kmart or something like that. But understand that Las Vegas is the home of more high-end retailers than any other place in the world. And of course, we also then need to be discussing online retailing. Think about eBay, Amazon, Walmart.com, Jet, all of the organizations who focus on online retailing. Those are all potential job areas for marketing graduates. Next, read chapters 2 and 22, all about market plans and market planning and strategic marketing. And once again, start to think like a marketer, folks.